Hey movie lovers, I'm Alan. Welcome to Real Movie Grid. Today I'm reviewing I Feel Pretty. So, I Feel Pretty, or Shallow Hal 2. Overall, I gave this movie a D. If we had D pluses, it would be a D plus. I enjoyed it better than I expected from the previews, and better than I anticipated from how audiences are receiving this movie so far. With that said, let's go into the scoring sheet. The screenplay, I gave it a 1. This was pretty much unavoidable. This was basically an inverse Shallow Hal. The story was completely unoriginal. What they did with this movie was they took a message they wanted to get across and they just fit it into a cookie cutter script. They probably could have fit that message into something better, though. The message that they put out, that everyone should feel confident in themselves. They did that well. They worked that aspect well into the cookie cutter script, but other than that, I mean, you weren't seeing something new. The pace timing, it was slow. This had a lot to do with the script being completely unoriginal. Because you knew exactly where most of the scenes were going, and the movie as a whole, it made a lot of it feel slow. Also, for this movie being a comedy, there weren't a ton of jokes, so it definitely slowed it down also. But that comes later in the genre. Casting, so I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3 basically for the performance side. The casting, I think they did pretty good. Everyone felt real, and all the people that were the beautiful people, they all fit the bill, and then all the normal people, they fit the bill as well. So they did a pretty good job there for the casting. The performance, I think, if you're an Amy Schumer comedy fan, she has a lot of energy on stage, and in this movie, she really didn't have that energy. Both when she didn't feel pretty, and then when she did, she kind of felt like a balloon letting out air. Moving on to the cinematography, there's actually some creative uses of traditional cinematography in this, and they did a pretty good job with that, so they get a 4. So design, this got a high grade for me because the costuming, I think they did a great job. The beautiful people had exciting and flattering clothing on all the time. The makeup was good across the board. The normal people had normal clothing on. And then when Amy felt like she wasn't pretty, she dressed dumpy, and it fit what they were going for there. And then whenever she felt pretty, she was wearing... She was much more put together, and it really fit what they were going for. There wasn't any special effects. There wasn't any like movie gore makeup or anything like that. Obviously, because it's a comedy, so it doesn't come into play here. Moving on to audio, they actually did great with the audio. There was a lot of songs that made the scenes fun, and everything played into the song. And really brought those scenes up. Though I do feel like they missed a West Side Story Julie Andrews reference, or they could have played that song, but oh well. I feel pretty, Next up is the WoW. I gave it a 3 on the WoW. Average. Like I said, I went in not expecting a lot, and it was better than I thought it would be. And I did. There were a few scenes where I laughed, and there were definitely other people in the theater laughing. Lastly, we have genre. I had to give it a 1. It's a comedy movie. I laughed. I could probably count 6 or 7 times. Like a little chuckle, maybe 4 times, bringing it to a total of 10 laughs. There were a few other times that the joke didn't land for me, but other people around me laughed. But really, overall, it wasn't a barrel of laughs, so I can't give it any higher grade on comedy, on the genre. wrapping it up, I would say if you're an Amy Schumer fan, you might enjoy it. This definitely wasn't. Amy Schumer has very dirty stand-up, and this was not that. So she's definitely going for a broader audience there. She's going for all women, and it's good for everyone else to see. So don't let Amy Schumer's stand-up dissuade you from going if you're against it. It's still an option for you, but I think there are better comedies to go see right now in theaters.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, find us on Facebook and Twitter, and join in the comments below and let us know what you think on how we can improve the Real Movie Grade system.
What are you, an auctioneer? Hey, don't forget to watch the playlist to my left. What is Real Movie Grade? It's going to help you better understand the Real Movie Grade system.